Welcome to Mat Pilates for your pelvic floor. I'm Ash. I'm a certified personal trainer and yoga teacher, and we're going to come down onto our back and begin this practice with some diaphragmatic breathing. Place your hands to your low ribs. As you breathe in through your nose, notice your rib cage expand. And then as you exhale out through the mouth, notice the rib cage draw back together. Breathing in, allow the rib cage to expand. Exhaling, relax, let all the air go. Take a few more deep breaths. Now bring your arms down by your side, your shoulders away from your ears, your feet hip distance. We're going to flow through bridge pose. As you take your next exhale, peel your tailbone off the mat, slowly rising up one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling as you hold at the top, and then exhaling, slowly lowering down. Inhale, rest. Exhale, scoop in the abs, slowly peel the spine off the floor. Breathing in, feeling that stretch to the front of the body. Exhaling, slowly lowering. We'll do a few more. Take note of your feet. You may have your weight more in one foot, or you may be rocking to one edge of the foot. Anchor down through the ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, through your heel. Imagine feeling your arches lift as you peel off the mat. We'll flow through one more bridge cycle. And then let's let go of tension with windshield wipers. Step your feet wide and then take your knees from one side of the mat to the other. Hopefully that feels really nice on your low back and hips. Now we're going to turn over onto our side. Rest the head down. Grab a pillow or any blanket or cushion you may need if your hips are feeling a little bony laying here on the floor. And once you're comfortable, keeping your feet together, you're going to open the hips, drawing your knee towards the ceiling. The knee doesn't need to directly point towards the ceiling. We're just moving in a pain-free range of motion as we open and close through the hip. Your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked, and we're continuing to breathe. We can exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, slowly lower. Let's do 3 more. Now take your top knee right in front of your hip, bend the knee to 90 degrees, and then as you exhale, lengthen the leg straight. Think of pushing out through the heel as you press the leg straight. And there's a bit of dynamic tension here. As you exhale, core muscles are drawing in, almost as if you are creating tension in the opposite direction. So while these movements don't look like a lot of muscles are working, when we concentrate and move with control and awareness, we get the most out of our movements. Okay, now we're going to focus on the adductor, the inner thigh, the bottom leg. Tape the bottom leg straight, firm the thigh, and then try to float the foot off the ground. If your foot is not coming off the floor or not coming as high as mine, that is fine. You're still activating that muscle, beginning to fire the adductors. Let's do 2 more. Now we're going to take those 3 moves over to the other side. Now you'll notice that we haven't been talking about Kegels or trying to engage our pelvic floor. We're going to get into that in our very last series. Here we are doing movements that will automatically engage our pelvic floor and also strengthen the muscles and bring awareness to our entire pelvic region, strengthening our hips. And this also helps with low back pain. It can help with pain in our hips. So this practice is really great for many reasons, but especially our pelvic floor. Let's do 2 more clamshells for a total of 8. And now for our leg press move. Check in that your shoulders are stacked and your hips are stacked. Remember to breathe as you move. Exhale, press. Inhale in. If your mind tends to wander when you start to do exercise, bring your attention back to the movement. Bringing that awareness is the added key that will help you engage the muscles and not just move in a familiar movement pattern that can tend to lead to injuries, and we don't end up balancing our strength throughout the muscle groups. Now for the bottom leg, we're lengthening that bottom leg, strengthening our inner thigh here. Firm and squeeze, and then float the foot off the floor. And your foot doesn't need to come very high. I'm thinking that the way this is filmed, it's making it look like my leg's lifting pretty high, but it did not seem like that when I was doing it. So just listen to your body, move where you're feeling that squeeze and engagement throughout the quad and inner thigh. You're doing it right. Now we'll press ourselves up, bend our knees, and then reach our arms out long and slowly lower down on our exhale, one vertebrae at a time. Hug the knees into your chest, feel that stretch through the low back, maybe rock side to side. And then we're gonna go for our last strengthening move, and that is frog legs. Take your knees out to the side, your heels are touching. You'll draw the heels back in, knees bend, and then exhale, press the legs straight. Think of drawing the inner thighs close together. Exhale, push. Inhale, relax, and draw the legs in. Let's do 3 more, keeping our complete focus on our inner thighs as we continue to press the heels out. And let's return to knees to chest. And then let's get a nice stretch and happy baby. Bring the knees wide, reach for your ankles or feet, rock side to side. If you're looking for more stretches and relaxation for the pelvic floor, check out my other video in this series. You'll see a playlist for pelvic floor. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Ash. I'm a certified personal trainer and yoga teacher. You can also find me at ashesstudio.com. Check out WSG. There's a 7-day free trial, no credit card needed. Just sign up for your first class. I offer 30-minute Zoom workouts for women midlife and beyond. Come and join us for community and support.